Good afternoon, St. Lucas and friends. How's everybody doing? It's time to get started.
Hello.
Come on up.
Oh, wow. Yay!
Hey, everybody, how's it going? Hey there. Good afternoon. We are so glad you're here. I'm Ben.
And I'm Stephanie.
Hi. There we go.
Hello. Together we have a very important job.
Yep.
Getting through the next hour without crying. Wish us luck, because all during church today I was a mess. So anyway, here's what happened. A few weeks ago, we asked a lot of you, staff, volunteers, ministry leaders, people who have known Jad for years, one simple question: what will you miss most about Jad?
And we've got stories, we've got quotes, and we've got, I want to be clear, multiple people brought this up. Completely independently, strong feelings, Jad, about your shoes.
Yeah.
Apparently.
We took everything you sent us and turned it into the definitive, official, completely unscientific top 10 things we'll miss about Jad Denmark.
But before we get into the list, we wanted to show you something. My friends, this is Jad.
Hey, good morning, St. Lucas, and welcome to our devotional time this morning. It is one of my favorite days of the year. It is May the 4th, so may the 4th be with you.
Hi there, I'm Jad Ventura, Peace Detective. You know, I heard you campers were joining the search to find the missing piece. Well, you know, to do that, you've gotta take risks. Alrighty then.
All right, let's do this. We're starting with number 10.
Number 10, the outfit.
So here's the thing about Jad. From the neck up, bow tie, every single time, perfectly put together. From the neck down,
Jeans.
yeah.
And shoes that have never once in 14 years been polished.
Right. Now, wait, we checked with multiple people on this. Multiple people independently wrote in, unprompted, to talk about his shoes.
Yeah, it's true. And don't even get us started about the Warren Willis camp look. Hoodie, flip-flops, baseball cap. The man contains multitudes. It's true.
And let's be honest, the stole was never quite straight either. But I think there's a story there somehow, maybe? I don't know. You'll have to ask him later.
Yeah, I think so. But 14 years, never once polished the shoes.
Yeah, we checked.
I know. We did.
Number 9. Who wants to go to lunch?
If you spend any time around Dad, you've heard this sentence. Doesn't matter the time of day, doesn't matter who's standing there. Jad is always, always trying to get people to the table.
And it's not really about the food, of course not. It's about him pulling people in. Choir rehearsals on Wednesday nights. He just stopped by and say hi. Every morning, a lap around the staff offices to check on everybody.
And he always asks about your family by name, every time.
So naturally, we had to ask you all, where did Jad take you? Or invite you, even if it never actually happened. So all afternoon, you've been responding to the polls. I don't know if you've seen them. If you're not, you should try to do it right now. But we have the first poll we want to take a look at. So let's take a look at your responses. What is the best place Jad ever took you or invited you, real or imagined? Jad personally walked us to the young couples group every Sunday. We visited St. Luke's after moving to Florida. We got married just weeks before and immediately felt welcome. Café de Paris,
Ooh,
one of my favorites.
One of my favorites.
A place where every person is beloved. The beach. A place, what is it? A place where I live, a place where I live myself. Welcomed me to this church. Those are awesome.
Pizza.
Right, what else? Any good ones? Yeah, I've not seen these, so I don't know. Pints and Parables,
so many.
lunch, seminary class. Those are great, fabulous. All right, where are we at? Number 8? We're on number 8? I think we're on number 8.
I think we are on number 8.
Oh, number 8.
Now,
I love number 8.
Yes. Number 8. Yes. You know what's we're heading
the
to next.
Coffee.
Number 8.
And so I need a cup of coffee.
The coffee.
The coffee. There we go.
The coffee.
Now, we read through every single response we got for the list, and I'm telling you, there's not one that didn't mention coffee.
Yeah, it's true. People run into him at Starbucks constantly, not occasionally, constantly. It's true. Multiple sightings, multiple witnesses. But here's the story that got us.
Yes.
After one of the recent hurricanes, someone on staff mentioned to Jad that they had lost power. Well, and they were missing their morning coffee. Remember this? Jad lived right around the corner, so 15 minutes later, he's at their door with a thermos from his own kitchen. Yep.
Right? That's the whole story, and somehow it also, everything you need to know about Jad.
He'd stop by the choir loft before services and coffee in hand just to say thank you. One person wrote in, that is so much more appreciated than you know.
And the coffee service today is here in his honor because, it's what he would have wanted.
Then, stop. I know that's sad.
Oh,
he's right here and he's breathing.
What
he's
he wants.
Okay.
What you want. You wanted that. Yeah, you want. He's still breathing. Okay.
Sorry.
Oh,
sorry.
gosh. We should move on to number 7. Sorry about that.
Okay. Number 7, the scripture that never quite matched the screen.
Now, Jad is not, and I say this with the deepest affection, a slick, perfectly rehearsed preacher. And Jad, if you were, I would have stopped listening years ago. So just saying, the pivot has always been, I'm back in. So just saying.
Yeah. Several people wrote about that, right?
He's up there reading, and somehow it's never quite word for word what's on the screen behind him. It's his own special way with text. The congregation loved it, and it made him feel real.
And then there are the dad jokes.
Well, yeah. We called them the Jad jokes and the ball jokes.
Hey, Ben. He's here today, gone tomorrow.
Thank you.
Sorry. That's really bad.
Very appropriate for the roast.
That was
good.
Okay.
Yeah. Is this going to be a light roast or a heavy roast?
Light roast. I don't know. Keeping it a light roast. So I'm not sure if that says more about us or him, so I'm so sorry if we made you lose your hair, Dad. I know, it's probably...
You know, one person told us their whole family developed a signal, a literal non-verbal signal for you are laughing too loud in church. I don't think that was the signal, that was just what I would probably do. So, anyway.
Okay.
What?
We never knew exactly what text was coming, and somehow it was always exactly right.
Number 6.
Number 6. Of every single, oh wait, where did it go? Ah, there it is, grace and peace. Of every single response we got, and we got a lot, one thing showed up more than anything else. Grace and peace. Yes, yes. His email opener, his Sunday greeting, the way he ends a phone call. You can probably hear his voice saying it right now.
Grace and peace.
Hey! And it's not just a phrase to him. One person told us he always offers a smile along with a blessing of grace and peace.
Yeah, another person said, I'm going to miss his, hi, my friend, and grace and peace. He always says it. Now, let's see what you came up with when we asked you all to fill in the blank.
All right. What is the best? No, complete this sentence. Jad made me think of,
Oh,
wow.
Yeah.
There it is. Compassion, grace and peace, welcoming, kindness, bow ties, authenticity.
Inclusive, blessings,
Oh,
acceptance, gratitude.
good.
Yes.
Good
Look at
stuff.
that. Compassion.
And it's changing and updating.
Coffee. I'm seeing coffee a lot.
Compassionate.
It's
Wonderful. Authentic.
Beautiful words.
That is such a great word, Jad. Authentic, isn't it? It's one of my faves. 14 years, 2 words every time.
And every time, he meant it.
Number 5.
He showed up before you asked.
Yeah. Jad has this gift. He doesn't wait for the calendar invite. He doesn't wait to be needed. Sometimes he just shows up before you know you need him.
Yes, there's a story from a small group retreat in 2015. The group was there for the weekend, and on the last day, they asked Jad, kind of last minute, if they could do communion before they left.
Right, Jad didn't hesitate. He drove to Publix on a Saturday, brought the supplies himself, came back, and served communion like it was the easiest thing in the world.
No fanfare, just, yes, and here's how we make it happen.
And that's really the pattern for him, isn't it? Following up on a prayer request with text days later, stopping by your office just to ask about your spouse by name, remembering your kids' names.
Calling someone after a loss when they didn't even think that he knew who you were.
This isn't a strategy.
It's just who he is.
He doesn't wait to be needed.
He just shows up.
Yeah. But before we get to number 4, we need to take a quick detour because we have something happening in this room right now that may never happen again. Every single pastor who has served alongside Jad at St. Luke's is here.
Well, all but one. Yes. Pastor David couldn't make it, but he sent us something special, which you will hear a little later.
So we're going to have the pastor who brought him here first come up, the pastor who worked alongside him the longest come up, our current lead pastor and associate come up, and a former associate pastor who served here for years. If y'all could come up on stage,
Yes.
we have a little activity for you to
Please
be
come
involved
up.
in. I love your bow tie. I saw it this morning. It's like adorbs. Absolutely adorbs.
This is a lot of combined Jad knowledge in one room. So we're calling this the Council of Callers.
I haven't seen you since I got here. It's like it's been a long
Hi.
time, man. How are you, buddy? Oh my gosh. Good to see you. All right. We know it's dangerous to hand a microphone over to a pastor, so fingers crossed. Here's how this works. 1 prompt. Same prompt for everybody. 30 to 45 seconds, no speeches.
And the prompt is, Jad, I never told you, but.
Go.
Jad, I never told you, but since my father died, when I want to call him, I call you instead. Or, I never told you, but when there's too many people signed into my HBO account, I kick you and Shelly off, because y'all ain't doing nothing but watching Game of Thrones anyway. Yeah.
Jad, I never told you, but on days where my introvert battery is very low, like when we have worship and then have to mingle with people for a while afterwards, I stop, I take a deep breath, and I go, what would Jad do? And then I go for it.
WWJD, I guess, yeah. Yeah. Jad, I never told you, but I think your background of tennis and TV production are perfect for you. Tennis, because it starts with love, and you serve, right?
That's why we're gone.
And TV production, because you do it very well, speaking truth to power. So there you go.
Jad, I never told you, but I always appreciated the way you, kind of like some of the things that were said, always had my back when someone came along that didn't. You weren't afraid to speak up and say the things that I couldn't say. And I appreciate that more than you know. And then I also really spent the first 2 years of our working together trying to figure out what Jad stood for, because I couldn't figure out what nickname, Jadadiah, Jadamiah, could not figure out what became short for Jad until I finally was like, oh, it's John. Oh, I get it now. But I think it actually stands for joy, because you're the most joyful person I know. It stands for advocacy, because you're not just an ally, you're an advocate. And it stands for a disciple, because you're a true disciple of Jesus Christ.
Jad, I'm going to need you to come up here now. As he comes, I'll tell you, I remember Jad before he was born. His parents are friends of ours in the clergy. Jad, one thing I've never told you is I got so sick and tired of you borrowing stuff from me that as a clergy person, you should have already had, mostly what he borrowed, communion elements. But would you hold this for just a minute? This is not from Banana Republic. Obviously, you don't wear that. Speaking truth, folks. All right, here. The thing you borrowed from me most was what? Yeah, your Christmas jacket. No, my clergy collar before you would get one. Now, will you hold this right here? Now, I have made a minor adjustment to him. He called me and said, Bill, can I use your clergy collar? I have made a minor adjustment where you can go from clergy collar to very, very fancy bow-tied. Oh, I know. Well, you know what it does. It clips on there. Anyway, you can borrow anything from me anytime. Bless you. All right? I'm taking this back, but I'm giving you this.
Thank you.
All right, thank you,
Thank
everybody.
you, guys.
Thank you, appreciate it. Oh, you want to get a picture?
Picture.
Oh, Howard, can you get a picture? Go ahead. Look at Howard in the center. Very good. Very good. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Got it.
Since I
Not taking the mic from him. No.
I know. Since I ripped him up. Just what I want to say is, Jad has been the heart of this congregation, and we all know it.
Thank you. Thank you.
But, my friends, we are not done yet.
We've still got 4 more things to cover. So now we're going to have Kim come on out. Ladies and gentlemen, Kim Paredes is our Director of Care Ministries. Kim has been Jad's right hand and left hand since 2015. Here you go.
Thanks, Ben. And Jad, it's been an amazing journey. I've loved every minute of it. So, number 4, the hard rooms. Any pastor can show up for the celebrations, the baptisms, the weddings, the Sunday mornings when everything goes right. But Jad showed up for the hard rooms too. The hospital rooms, the grief groups, the moments after Pulse, the family sitting with a loss they didn't know how to carry. He's been the pastor who comes to Grief Share every single cycle, not because it's an obligation, but because he genuinely wants to be there. And before every cycle would start, he requested the roster of participants so that he could begin to pray for them and their healing. He normally facilitated the class about heaven and did so in a way that met people exactly where they were. In one session, there was a woman in the church who had been hurt by the church years ago somewhere else, and what Jad said to her and how he said it left a mark on everyone who witnessed it. At the end of another session, the whole group broke into applause. And folks, that just doesn't happen often in a grief group. After the Pulse tragedy, Jad made time to personally meet with someone from our congregation who was struggling. His presence brought calm in the middle of chaos. That person later said Jad was a big part of why they chose St. Luke's as their church home. Someone who knows these hard rooms as well as anyone could not be with us here this afternoon, but he did send a letter. Pastor David Stevens, former minister of care, served alongside Jad here at St. Luke's, walking those same hospital hallways, sitting with the same grieving families, and doing the quiet work of care ministry side by side. So we've asked Jim Hudson, St. Luker of 6 years, who serves as the Stephen minister and co-facilitator of Pints and Parables, to read his words this afternoon.
Greetings, Jad, that's you, and friends of St. Luke's. Jad, Marcia and I knew from the early days that your ministry at St. Luke's would shine bright. And of course, Shelley was a saint, or an angel at the very least. And the kids slowed time down for us 50-ish folks. You have such a strong blend of caring skills, genuine compassion, accessibility, keen intellect, deep faith, and work ethic. You are down to earth and realistic, but also a hopeful dreamer who sees things as they could be. I admired your commitment to the ministry and the dogged pursuit of your elders' orders. Who was on the committee anyway? Maybe I saw you at work with the people, and that has been your greatest gift to St. Luke's. The gift of presence, the gift of listening, processing, reflecting, and then an exceptional way of bringing God's love alive through preaching, storytelling, humor, and honesty. We watched you go bald, and it made you wiser. We watched you run like the wind, and it made you skinny. You played tennis like a pro and hung out with cool people. And let's face it, everyone at St. Luke's is cool anyway, including me and especially Marcia. You're older now, but you will forever be young at heart. Suffice it to say, you meant so much to us and still do. Godspeed in your new chapter. May the path ahead rise up to greet you. We love you, our dear friend, David and Marcia Stevens.
Thanks, Jim. Jad's heart really, truly breaks when your heart is breaking. And likewise, he truly rejoices when we are rejoicing. He didn't just visit the hard rooms, he stayed. What a gift we have in Jad.
tears, no tears, no tears. Oh, all right. Number 3, he knew you by name and your wife's name and the prayer request that you mentioned 3 weeks ago.
In a church with hundreds and hundreds of people, Jad somehow made everyone feel like the only person in the room.
That's true.
Not as a technique, but as a practice.
He'd stop by your office just to say hello and always ask to be remembered to your spouse by name. He remembered prayer requests and followed up on them too. He knew everyone's name.
And one woman wrote in and said, I honestly didn't even think he knew who I was, but he took the time to make sure I felt seen and cared for.
And here's one of our favorites. When Jad first arrived at St. Luke's, one of our members brought her teenage daughter to church. He happened to be preaching that day.
On the drive home, the daughter said, I really like that new guy. I felt like he was speaking right to my heart.
Coming from a teenager, that says something, doesn't it?
Yeah, let's see what came up when we asked you how Jad made you feel. Every single word.
Yep.
Challenged.
Like a brother.
There's one.
Beyond
Seen
welcome.
is center. Seen is center.
God's love.
That is huge. Loved, valued, seen. Beyond welcome.
Celebrated.
Accepted. Lovely.
Valuable.
Lovely. All right.
Now, it's coming from all of these people in this room. And so many of the same words.
Yeah.
Valued, seen, loved.
Right. And somehow every single one of them thought they were his favorite. Thank you for that.
Yeah, I know I am.
It was you. I think it was you. Was it you? I think it was you.
And speaking of young people who knew exactly who he was.
Yes. Jad raised 3 kids at this church, Leighton, Hayden, and Lily, alongside Shelly. And Shelly Shelly, who was busy taking care of her own ministry across town and still supporting family.
They've grown up in these hallways and in these chairs, watching their dad show up for everybody else.
Well, this afternoon, they'd like to do something for him.
Yeah.
Coming up.
Hi, everybody. You gotta give me like 2 seconds. Good? You too? All right. Hit it.
And I could just sit right where I am and hope to feel you, hope to feel something again. And I could just say, oh, I could just stay right where I am and hope to feel you, hope to feel something again. Hold on to who I am and never let you change me from the inside. And I could be safe, oh, I could be safe here in your arms and never leave home, never let these walls down. But you have called me higher, you have called me deeper, and I'll go where you will lead me, Lord. But you have called me higher, you have called me deeper, and I'll go where you will lead me, Lord, where you lead me, where you lead me. could hold on, oh, I could hold on to who I am and never let you change me from the inside. And I could be safe, oh, I could be safe here in your arms and never leave home, never let these walls down. But you have called me higher, you have called me deeper, and I'll go where you will lead me, Lord. You have called me higher, you have called me deeper, and I'll go where you will lead me, Lord, where you lead me, where you lead me, Lord. And I will be yours, oh, I will be yours for all my life. And I will be yours, oh, I will be yours for all my life. And I will be yours, oh, I will be yours for all my life, so that your mercy, oh, and I will be yours, oh, I will be yours for all my life, so that your mercy light the path before me. But you have called me higher, you have called me deeper, and I'll go where you will lead me, Lord. You have called me higher, you have called me deeper, and I'll go where you will lead me, Lord. But you have called me higher, you have called me deeper, and I'll go where you will lead me, Lord, where you lead me, where you lead me, Lord. Thank you.
If children are jewels in the parents' crown, Jad, you've got a beautiful crown. Hi, I'm Jim Dobson. Val and I have been members at St. Luke's here for 30 years, and I'm here to talk about number 2, and this one's recent. What Jad built. Jad has left so many fingerprints across St. Luke's over the last 14 years. But the last thing he built here was the men's ministry. Launched in the fall of 2023, it began with monthly breakfasts at 6:30 in the morning. He convinced grown men to set an alarm before sunrise, to show up, eat eggs, and be in real community with each other, and somehow it worked. Along with a handful of others, I got to help him build that foundation, and alongside him, I can tell you, it was a great experience. When we were first putting this together, we visited other churches around that were doing similar things. But we made 2 key observations, and Jad emphasized these over and over again. One is we need to focus on strengthening relationships. And 2, we want to make sure we steer clear of more of a toxic masculinity vibe. It's not hard to get men in a room for breakfast. It's a bit more challenging to get men to actually open up and get to know each other. To build real friendships, the kind where you actually know someone you could call if you were in a real bind. And that's what Jad wanted us to build, not just another men's group, real depth, real relationships. As we carry this ministry forward, his visionary leadership, his enthusiasm, his faith, all of it is woven directly into this fabric. We're not starting over without him. We're continuing to build upon what he started. Now, the St. Luke's men's ministry is just one piece, one fingerprint that he left. I've gotten to work alongside Jad on a few different teams over the years, and when you start listing out everything he has had a hand in, it gets long fast. Grief Share, Stephen Ministry, the Care Visitation Team, the Care Call Team, Caring Kitchen, the Thursday Morning Men's Group. When do they meet again, Jad? Okay. And so many other small groups, cluster groups, Pints and Parables, the DEI committee, purposeful conversations, and the list goes on. We tried to fit 14 years of that into a 3-minute video. We couldn't. Nobody could. But here's our best shot.
Jad has left his fingerprints all over St. Luke's, but where we find the most are in the care ministries, where he devoted so much of his time, love, and faithful spirit.
Before our Father's throne, we pour out ardent prayer. Our fears and hopes are one, our comforts and our cares. Blessed be the tie that binds our hearts in Christian love.
Stephen Ministry has always been a ministry close to Jad's heart. As a pastor, it's impossible to effectively reach every member going through hardships like grief, divorce, job loss, or illness. This is where Stephen Ministry comes in. And the Stephen Ministers at St. Luke's, well, they are trained like a team of Jads.
Laughing for each other, a sympathizing tear. Blessed be the tie that binds our hearts in Christian love.
In May of 2016, Jad knew we needed to find a good curriculum to help people who are grieving the loss of a loved one. He reviewed several programs and decided upon Grief Share.
Grief Share helps us out of our sorrow, out of our comfort zone, and helps us begin to live again.
At one of the darkest moments of my life, that simple act of compassion meant more than Jad could have known. I honestly didn't even think he knew who I was, but he took the time to make sure I felt seen and cared for.
It's like heaven, oh, a kindred heart. It's like heaven above, it's like heaven. Blessed be the tie that binds our hearts in Christian love.
We watched virtually during the announcement of Jad's new appointment, and our child hugged the TV and said, "I miss him already."
This season of change is so bittersweet, but we need to share y'all with the world.
Your new congregation is about to be blessed beyond measure.
You have taught us to trust in our faith, so we will follow your lead.
The programs will keep running.
The people will keep showing up.
That's what 14 years looks like. Number one, him. Jad. We asked dozens of people what they'll miss most about Jad.
They told us about the bow ties, the coffee, the scripture that never quite matched the screen.
They told us about the hard rooms, the lunch invitations, the grace and peace.
But when we put it all together, every word, every story, one thing kept surfacing above everything else.
Let's see what you said. Jad made me, where are we at? One word. There it is.
Oh.
Lovely.
Warmth.
Warmth.
Jad.
Acceptance.
Himself.
Authenticity. Genuine kindness.
His welcoming smile.
Sense of humor.
Everything. I like
Yeah.
that.
That's it.
Everything.
Lovely.
Oh. Now, it's not what he does.
It's not what he wears,
It's not even what he says.
just him.
The way he makes you feel, the way the room changes when he walks in, the way you believe him when he says grace and peace, because he is clearly that. Grace and peace in a person.
One person wrote in and said, "It took me 10 years to realize that JAD is really an acronym for his initials. Who knew?"
He's been here for 14 years. Some of us just figured that out. So.
Yeah, and that somehow.
He knew everything about us.
Number one, and it was never, ever close.
Is him. Jad. And Jad?
The floor is yours.
The floor is
Come on up.
yours.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Man, Jen, this is hard. Good God. Thank you all so much for this morning. I thought for sure in the last Sunday in June, everyone would be on vacation, and so many of y'all came not only to church but came back to be a part of this time. And I don't really know what else to say other than thank you. And it's been such a blessing. I think I said in the e-update, there was a video because I could not write anything. I talked about the sanctuary that's held all of us, and I invited you to come to the sanctuary that's held all of us. And part of what I was thinking about is that not only that sanctuary, but the gym and the worship services in that space. Yeah, and stacking the chairs and putting the floor down and Ben, like getting the pipe and drape up and down and up and down, and then the theater shows, and then moving into this space that would hold all of that, those powerful ministries. It's beyond the spaces. You all have held our children. The blessing of being here this long is that they got to be raised here. Even when some of y'all didn't like it. Person's not on staff anymore, but they told Shelly and I that Shelly shouldn't take a church because it wasn't like something with our kids and they didn't want to do anything with our kids. And we're like, nope, this is what's happening. Like, Shelly's a pastor, she's gonna serve at church, and my kids are gonna be here at 6:30 on Sunday. Deal with it. Yeah. I mean, because you all held us. Right? I talked about the sanctuary and the spaces that held us, but you all held us, the Denmarks. And I'm so grateful for that. I got to spend some time with another St. Luker. We spent all day Thursday together, John Cole. And he said, I've told you a lot about me, tell me about you. And I just started talking about how I've grown up as a Methodist minister's kid, and we moved here, and we served there for 7 years, and we moved there for 6 years, and moved, and he said, wow, that's a lot of moving. And I said, well, that's why it's so great that the 14 years that we've been here, Lily was 4 when we moved here. She'll be 19 in October. And you all have held us. You all have held us. You held back donuts for the kids, knowing that if they sit in my office and after worship, then if they behaved, they could have donuts, right? And Jen would say this a lot when we would baptize little kids, and everyone would respond like, hey, that means you're going to buy them donuts, right? you all did that for our kids. You held us, you held them, you supported us and them. And I'm just so grateful for that you have been a community of faith that's held our family. And I want to encourage you to not only do that for the Jones and the Coopers, but also for Jade and Anna, and hold them as well as you've held us. And there's like 4 paragraphs I told Melissa this morning that just didn't make it into the sermon. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Those 4 paragraphs didn't make it in. But one of them was, Jade's name. You're going to get to meet her next week. Keep reminding her of your name, right? Because she gets to meet all millions of you all, right? And so welcome her, hold her and her wife, Anna, and introduce yourself to her over these next few years that she can learn and know you all as you hold her and her family. That's my biggest encouragement to you all. Thank you for doing that for us, and keep doing that for the rest of our pastoral families. So that's it. Thank you.
So we have a couple more things before we wrap up. One is a special presentation by Imam Rashid. Oh, yeah. Come on up, Imam. Yeah, you can come this way. Good to see you. Here you go.
Hello. I'm Imam Rashid from the Islamic Center of Orlando. And Jad, I must say that for these 14 years, you have been a very good friend of mine. And you would visit us at least twice a year. One in Ramadan, and then once when you'll bring your wonderful young people to our mosque. And we will miss you. I had a Sunday morning class today, and I mentioned to them that you are leaving. And one of them said, "Is this the same pastor who comes and he laughs a lot?" So I said, yes. So on behalf of the Muslim community of Orlando, we'd like to present you something. This is a small token of appreciation. Thank you, ma'am. It says that in grateful appreciation for your outstanding interfaith work and community service from the Islamic Center of Orlando. Thank you. Before I go, when the presentation was being made, I remember Jad showed up at our mosque when Pulse happened. I called him. And he said, "Imam, I will be at the mosque." And on different occasions for interfaith work, he was always there. And he was among the first people that we will look up to. And I think that people like him, wherever he will go, he will bring light, love, and understanding among different faiths. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, my friend. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Imam. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, Jad, before you go, we have one more thing. Stephanie, I gotta go get it, so I'll be right back.
Okay, he's gonna, yes. Yes, you stay here because there are a few notes and gifts that you'll enjoy those later and stuff, but we do want to mention one more thing. All afternoon, people have been dropping off their own bow ties for you.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
I need more. Yeah.
Yes.
14 years, you've been wearing one for us. Today, we want to send one home with you.
With you, look at this.
A whole bunch, but you don't have to hold it right now. Over here. There you go.
I need a box.
Yeah. So we've spent the last hour talking about everything you've given to this place, but none of it happens without the person you've been and the partner you've been through it all.
Mm-hmm. Shelley, we see you. Come on up here.
Yeah. Also.
We love you, and we are so grateful for everything you've poured out as well, even when it was from across town, the First Church, or with Crave.
St. Luke's loves your whole family, and St. Luke's is better because you were both here
Yes.
with your family. So thank you.
Thank you.
I love that
Would
you
like
get to say this line.
I love this line. Go well, all y'all.
And everybody said, grace and peace, everybody.
Grace and peace, everybody.
Grace and peace.
Grace and peace.
Thank you. Thank you. Good. Good.